I started traveling to Baja off the beaten path in 2008 when the media was talking about how dangerous Baja was, and they were showing videos of people hanging from bridges, and people asked me, "Are you crazy going to Baja?" But the reality is that back in those days, it was safe to go to Baja if you stayed outside of the cities and you went to the more remote areas. But that has changed, and especially last year, the incident last year with the 3 surfers really rattled the surf community.
Well, Natasha, we are learning that Baja California prosecutors are saying that the 3 missing surfers, the 1 American and 2 Australians, were shot to death by local thieves trying to steal their truck. Now, according to Mexican authorities, the 3 men's bodies were dumped in a deep 50-foot remote well that authorities did describe as extremely hard to get to. The suspected killers allegedly covered up and boarded up the 50-foot well, with authorities saying that it took 2 hours to get the bodies out.
The Australian surfers made the news, but a lot of crime goes unreported. Right here where I'm standing, only a few weeks ago, a surfer we know was robbed at gunpoint in the middle of the night. And just down the road, others were hijacked. They lost everything, but luckily they didn't lose their lives. Wilmer Trivet, who we knew as Dino, didn't get so lucky. 2 years ago, he went missing while camping north of Todos Santos. My friends went looking for him on dirt bikes and found his truck burnt down in the middle of the desert. A couple months later, they found his body in a hole in the dirt. But this violence doesn't even compare with what happened only a few days ago, only miles from here. And the only reason why we know is because we were here. It's a beautiful sunset in remote Baja California, yet an eerie one. We just found out that last night, only miles from where we're camped, they found 13 people dead. They were wearing bulletproof vests. They found armored vehicles and a huge arsenal of weapons. There was very little news about it, and this is what I was able to gather.
De manera extraoficial se dio a conocer que en las primeras horas de este viernes, 28 de febrero, se reportó un presunto enfrentamiento entre civiles en un camino vecinal hacia San Borja, en el ejido Nuevo Rosarito, ubicado en el sur extremo del municipio de San Quintín. Según los informes, en las inmediaciones del rancho San Ignacito se encontraban varias personas armadas y un vehículo blanco tipo vagoneta. La situación fue atendida por elementos de la Policía Municipal y tropas de la 40 Zona Militar de Baja California Sur, quienes llegaron al lugar para atender la emergencia. Durante las labores de seguimiento, fue encontrado un vehículo incendiado que aparentemente presentaba impactos de disparos de arma de fuego. Un usuario de redes sociales realizó una grabación donde se logra escuchar varias detonaciones. Estamos en la espera que las autoridades estatales y municipales den a conocer más información sobre este hecho. Se exhorta a la población a mantenerse informada y reportar cualquier actividad sospechosa a las autoridades correspondientes.
Holy shit. Is that the marina?
I don't know.
Are we not doing a viewing?
Is Baja off the beaten path safe? Obviously, I don't feel comfortable anymore in Baja off the beaten path. I don't think it's safe anymore, which is very unfortunate because after coming for so many years, all of a sudden I'm confronted with this new reality, this violence that wasn't here. The truth is that the cartel is not really here to get us, and it's not the cartel that we have to be worried about. Is being maybe caught in the middle of it. For example, after the shootout, two guys came to the camper on foot, and I didn't know about the shootout, but they told us that they needed help and if they could use the internet. And being in Baja, you always help people. That's the thing that you do. And they told me that they had a battery problem, and I took one of the guys with my ATV to their truck, which was miles and miles away from where we were, and they walked. And instead of going to the main road to get help, they walked 3 times further and didn't even know that they were going to find anybody here. So clearly, these guys didn't want to go to the main road. And so that's when it can become dangerous. It's like, what can happen after something like that? The other problem with the cartel and with all this violence is it's bringing in the small criminals, the wannabe cartel, or the part-time cartel guys, because they sometimes hire people part-time, and those are the dangerous ones. Those are like the desperate criminals, and those are the people who killed those 3 surfers, and the cartel actually brought those criminals to the police because the cartel doesn't want that. They don't want the Americans to be afraid, the awareness of what's happening here, and that's why everything that is happening right now, it's just nobody finds out about it. If there is not an American involved, 13 people dead, nobody probably will know in the US what happened the other day here. So it is a different Baja, and will I stop coming to Baja? Probably not. It's a lifestyle that it's very important to me. Am I concerned? Am I scared at times? Yeah, absolutely. And I've been taking steps to be safer, and that's the future of being in Baja off the beaten path. Is like you have to be aware that there are dangers here at this point. And I will be doing a video where I will be talking about what you can do to be safe, or I should say safer. If you like this content, please follow. This is a new channel, and I will be talking more about Baja and tips on living off the beaten path, Baja. And I would love to hear your comments.